Okay, so in my last video, I think I did the lips back here, or the wide body flares for the rear, but I had to rip them off because the measurements after I put the tires under there and I backed them all the way out to the fender lip, it was just way too wide. It was like 90 inches, something stupid. So when you're working on a project like this in one spot all the time, you tend to get not complacent, but you always have to like do a domino effect of how things affect something else and take measurements and match it up to real world. So I had to take that shit off. I kept them. I kept all my measurement, all my pieces to back the spacing out in case I decide to do another one of these, and I can do a two-seater and then take the inches out of the center, back it down, and then I can do a wide body, do the whole Liberty Walk type of style. But because it is so wide, to give comfortable amount of space inside, that ain't gonna happen out here. It would be functional, and this is about being functional and nice, so I had to back that out. So two-seater, do it. Three-seater, not gonna happen. So anyway, I figured out to kind of do a half and half. So this is my template that I worked up in order to get a little bit of a fender flare, but it goes in the theme of the tire. The tire is not going to be sticking out like that, don't trip. I just used the lines in the tire tread to give me kind of a reference, since I can't bolt on the tire, but I needed to make sure that the tire was actually straight in line with the car. So it's pressed up against the tire that's underneath there, so I know it's absolutely straight, and then that's how I mocked it up. So this is a mock-up. The way I do it is that obviously you're looking at masking tape right here, a little bit of electrical tape, but I did draw it out first. That's what that red line is. So I'll take a razor, cut that out, then I'll take that template, since I know exactly where my measurements are and how much material that is that's needed to cover that space or that design. I'll then take my that tar paper for the roofing that I showed in previous videos, cut out another piece, and then be able to go right on here. I extended it here so that way I'll have like a little lip that I can glue behind that, and or behind the actual, this is what it looks like underneath there. So basically I have one of these under here, and so this is obviously the one for the other side. So then it'll attach to the back of that, and then the rest of the material will wrap around the fender the way I need it, and it'll be an exact match. So that's the way I do my templates. You guys, or those out there, hold on, so I get back in focus. Hold on, let me see if I can change this all the way up. Maybe that'll be a little bit easier. There we go. Let's see what that looks like. But anyway, that is what I do in order to create my templates. It's low cost. If I want to change some shit, tape is 99 cents at the 99-cent store, and then I told you our roofing paper is like 20 bucks a roll, so not tripping. Very easy to make changes and it not cost you an arm and a leg to do so. So this project is kind of reminds me of Lil Dicky when he did that video for no money, but he got a yacht, a mansion, Lamborghini, and everything in the video, and that's kind of what I feel like with this project. But in any case, that is going to be the extent of this video. But I am in the process now of getting my body all lined up and getting the body straight, just like I have here. Then primer it, wrap it. I haven't figured out what I want to do. Most likely I'll probably wrap it. It'll probably be cheaper to do that. That way the finish will be, what, like 800 grit? And then I don't even have to prime it. I can actually even pick out whatever wrapping paper that I want to figure out some color schemes as I did it. But it saves on sanding, Bondo, this, that, and the other. So another thing that I have come up with to try to fast forward this project, because once it's wrapped, then it'll be that much easier to make a mold off of it, because the surface will already be smooth, and I literally just paint on the gel coat and all the other materials in order to make a mold. So that is the thought going forward. So wet sanding and all that shit, not even going to be an issue. I would block it out, yes, and this has been blocked out. This is all nice and straight. This actually works. This is, as I told you, the air vent. So This will pop up. So my hinges, oh, that's where I left off. So my hinges are in there. That's the piece, it's hanging. And both of them are functional on both sides. So basically this is going to be propped up like so. And attached to that centerpiece that's hanging down at the bottom. But the hinges are already in there. The lip is there to keep that there, as you see. And so when the shutters are down, or when this vent is down, it'll literally be flawless, just like that. And then I haven't figured out how I want it to open and what air flow that is going to be for. Either the turbos, the intercooler, one of the two, not sure. But when they open, it should look pretty good, pretty dramatic and whatnot. So that's been done since the last video. Also, my wing, I don't know if I showed you guys, but the wing works. Not sure if I want to actuate this or not, but it does work. I can put actuators in the center of that and get it to kick up and kick down, not trying to get into an air brake, although I think that would be strong enough to be one if I wanted it to be. But like I said, I'm not trying to pattern myself after every technological advancement in the exotic car community. It's not that serious. I think as light as the car will be, there's plenty of brake on the market to slow this car down and still have some fun with it. I don't need to have every bell and whistle that you see out there, and don't care about expectation, because this is done here in this garage. I don't have engineers around here other than Yahtzee down here. Hey Yahtzee, you get your degree yet? Say shit, nah. So that's my assistant. Hey Yahtzee, good girl. So we ain't had no degrees down here. This is hood creativity, hood university, as we say, university of real life. That's putting this together. So that's where we're at.